Well, welcome back at 9:53. We have been watching this snowstorm move into the area over the last few hours. Of course, things are really intense in Lafayette. We kick things off. And now it is really intense here in the New Orleans area. Let's get over to Hannah Gard, who has the latest. I just heard Zach saying something about ants.
Randomly. Yeah.
Okay, we've got some audio issues real quick, Hannah. Let's make sure that your microphone.
Oh,
there we go.
Hey there.
Go ahead.
Hey, Hannah.
Yeah, we're talking about snow bands, which is basically like a heavy rain band where you just start to see it coming down heavier and it can be in waves. This is the view of the lakefront right now. Absolutely insane shot for this area. It kind of looks like a hurricane with the wind blowing the trees, and we have pretty much whiteout conditions now. This is definitely less than a quarter-mile visibility. Earlier we could see the Fox 8 storm tracker parked there. Can't see anything now. You can't even see the waves crashing. This is at least near blizzard conditions, if not at blizzard conditions. But looking at the winter radar, you're seeing this big swath of snow that is really starting to double down into our area. I want you to keep in mind places like Houston started snowing last night and it's just now tapering off. So we have a long road ahead of us throughout the rest of today that we're going to continue to see that snow coming down. And what we mean by snow bands is if you look at the purple colors here, when it starts to get really dark like this, that's about to head over the metro, that's really big snowflakes and really heavy snow. So we're going to see the snow rate increasing, and it's just going to start coming down. And the wind too is making for really bad travel conditions, so that's why we want you to stay put, stay home. You can definitely go out and look at the snow, but make sure you're bundling up if you do. Look at the temperatures, 20s across the North Shore. We're definitely seeing some of that heavier snow starting to move in down on the South Shore in the river parishes, the metro in the mid to upper 20s, then down to the south. We're looking at 30s, so that's why we're starting to see that transition to snow now. Chauvin, Galliano, just now falling below freezing. Same with Grand Isle, it's almost there, Buras. So there's probably more of a wintry mix in Grand Isle and Buras right now, that sleet, but it will start to transition into snow. We don't have a blizzard warning right now. That blizzard warning is over here near Lake Charles. They are talking about the potential of blizzard conditions, definitely seeing that on the lakefront, but in some areas near us, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we saw a blizzard warning later in the day. But right now we just have that winter storm warning in effect until later tonight. Here are our snowfall totals so far. This is radar estimated. We're starting to see up to 4 inches in some areas near the river parishes, 2 inches in the city. And keep in mind, it just started snowing heavily about an hour or two ago, so we're really starting to see that snowfall adding up. And overall for the event, we're expecting 5 to 8 inches or more in those areas across that really high corridor down to the south, Homa, 4 to 6 inches, and then it tapers off a little bit down to the coast because you're still seeing that wintry mix right now, and it might not fully transition to snow except for briefly. Southern Mississippi also expecting 4 to 6 inches, 2 to 4 out here toward Biloxi. But all of us are going to see a lot more snow than many people have seen in their lifetime. So looking at the future radar, this is what I was talking about, where we kind of see that lingering wintry mix for areas like right down by the mouth of the river. But everyone else sees a transition to snow. It continues to stay pretty heavy as we get to the afternoon. This is 2 p.m. We're still seeing those really cold temperatures. It's once we get to about 5 or 6 that the snow begins to taper off down to the southeast, and we'll see things clearing up, starting in the northwestern areas, then down to the coast. But after that, temperatures begin to plummet. It's going to be really, really cold by tomorrow morning. When we're talking about the blizzard warning, do we get one or not? We are going to see wind gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour. That is blizzard conditions, and that'll be through the afternoon. After that, things start to look up. Temperature-wise, make sure you're bundling the kiddos up. If you go out to see the snow, we are going to see those feels-like temperatures in the teens all day long. We'll have more Fox 8 coming up after the break.